Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yang hi navyatayantyete.
Yang hi navyatayantyete.
Purushang Purusharshabha.
Purushang Purusharshabha.
Samadukha Sukham Dhirang.
Samadukha Sukham Dhirang.
Somritatvaya Kalpate.
Somritatvaya Kalpate.
Translation. O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation.
That is Mr. is best. It should be the best. Not is best, the best. It is address, not novelty. One.
Finished?
Finished?
Yes.
So Krishna is addressing Arjuna, Purusharasava, the best of the man. Oh, the best of the man. Certainly Krishna is the best of the mankind because he is directly friend of Krishna. Who can be better man than him? The best of the man. So, the best of the man, why he is distressed in executing his duty? Therefore, this very word is used, that you are the best of the man. Actually, the best of the man should not be disturbed by any material condition. He should discharge his duties. And what is the duty? Duty is to become immortal. This is the duty. The lowest of the man does not know how to become immortal. Amrita. Mrita means death, and Amrita means no death. The modern rascal civilization cannot understand that there is possibility of becoming immortal. They have taken it, accepted it. Well, who can stop? They are simply scientifically calculating that someday will come, by science, we shall be immortal, there will be no death. The formula is given here by Krishna, how to become immortal. That means you should be callous of the so-called happiness and distress of this material world. That is the first qualification. One who doesn't care what is the distress and happiness of this body, he must execute Krishna consciousness. That is the qualification. Oh, I cannot execute Krishna consciousness because there are so many inconveniences. He is not fit for becoming immortal. People do not know that we can become immortal. Immortal we are, but we have been embodied in this material body. Therefore, we have to accept mortality, birth and death. These things stated in the Bhagavad Gita. This is the beginning of spiritual life. Spiritual life means how to become immortal. they come to ask me, sir, do you know some spiritual magic? And Kulakundali, these, all for material benefit. Spiritualist means something magic so that you can get some material benefit. If by stretching your hand you can get some little quantity of gold, then you are spiritualist. Here is a man, wonderful spiritualist. He can create gold. He can cure disease by simply, what is called, fooing, like that. They want to see magic only for material benefit, what is called miracles. That is spiritualism. Not in that way. Let him sit. Backside this. Spiritual life means how to become immortal. Amritaya, samritataya kalpate. Krishna has explained. Matra sparshastra kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkhada agama paina anitya tang titikhasya bharata. Tang titikhasya. Don't be disturbed by the sensuous disturbance of the body. Become dhira. Dhiras tattva namayati. Become dhira. So one who has practiced to become dhira, not to become disturbed by the sensuous or bodily sensations, he is supposed to be kalpat, he is supposed to become immortal at the end. And the Bhagavad says also that you do not become a spiritual master, you do not become a father, you do not become a mother, you do not become a friend, a relative, in this way, if you cannot make your subordinate immortal. Pita na sassat, guru na sassat, guru na sassat, janani na sassat, pita na sassat. In this way there is a list. You become father of hundreds of children. That's all right. No restriction. You beget children. But you must make your children immortal. That is the injunction. You have become Guru, that's all right, Guruji Maharaj. That's all right. But make your disciples immortal. Otherwise don't cheat others. Cheaters. Illicit father, illicit mother. As we said, illicit sex. Similarly, illicit father, illicit mother. Who is illicit father, illicit mother? Who cannot make his children immortal. That is the aim of human life. How to become immortal. How not to become, we are immortal. Just like a person is diseased, attacked by fever. Fever is not his natural condition. But somehow or other he has got fever. Similarly, we are immortal, that will be explained. Na jayate na amriyate va. The living entity never takes birth, never dies. Therefore immortal. Immortal means no birth, no death. That is immortal. Whenever there is birth, there is death. If there is no birth, there is no death. That is immortality. The whole scheme is Vedic scheme, not otherwise. How to become immortal. And you will find in Bhagavad Gita, Jadgatyana nivartanti tadhama paramamo. In many places, the Shastra only aims at. In another place, in Bhattikabha, when Vishwamitra Muni came to see Maharaj Dasarath to ask his son Ramchandra and Lakshman to take them, they were boys at that time, and there was a demon disturbing in the forest. So Vishwamitra, not backside, Vishwamitra Muni came to Maharaj Dasarath for help, because Vishwamitra Muni could kill that demon immediately. But that is not the business of the Brahman. Killing business is for the Kshatriya. Just see how. He was quite powerful. He could kill that demon simply by saying that you die. He was so powerful, Vishwamitra Muni. But still he came to the king for help. So when Vishwamitra Muni came to Maharaj Dasarath, as we asked, how are you? So Maharaj Dasarath inquired from you, from Vishwamitra Muni, Oihistang jat punarjanma jayaya. My dear sir, if there is anything, disturbance in your occupation, because you are trying to conquer over death, all the great rishis and saintly persons, all spiritual realization means to conquer over death. So this was the question. Oihista jatam punarjanma jayaya. Punarjanma. You are trying to own over repetition of birth. The modern civilization, they do not know that it is possible. It is possible to become immortal, to have eternal blissful life of knowledge. That is called immortality. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means eternity, and Chit means knowledge, and Ananda means pleasure, bliss. We are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha. His transcendental body is eternal, blissful and complete knowledge, his body. Therefore he is speaking Bhagavad Gita. If he is an ordinary man, what is the use of hearing him? Ordinary man will commit mistake, will cheat, will be illusioned, his senses are imperfect. How he can give complete knowledge? That is not possible. Therefore, we are not concerned to hear any rascal. We want to hear Krishna. We are not prepared to hear any rascal, so-called scientist and so-called philosopher, so-called God. No. We are not prepared. Because everyone is rascal. Everyone is full of mistakes. Everyone is trying to cheat others. Everyone is illusion. And everyone's senses are imperfect. How we can give knowledge perfect? That is not possible. Therefore, we have to select Guru. Guru means Krishna, as Arjuna has selected Guru. Sishyasteham sadhimang prakannam. and I become your Shishya, disciple, and I surrender unto you. So, to get perfect knowledge, we have to find out Krishna or Krishna's bona fide representative. Then there is perfect knowledge. Then we can become immortal. Unless we get perfect knowledge, there is no. So, Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha, immortal. Krishna is full of bliss, full of knowledge, and we are also part and parcel of Krishna. So we have also the same quality, Satchidananda, spiritual body. But because we have contracted this material nature, our blissfulness, our eternity, our knowledge, everything is now disturbed. Everything is now disturbed. We cannot be completely blissful. Anything you take, any pleasurable thing you take, it cannot give you always pleasure. It is not possible. This is not possible in this material world. However you may try scientifically to prolong your duration of life, live forever, it is not possible. And however you may pose yourself, cheat others that you are the best man in knowledge, philosopher, scientist, you are a fool. That is not possible. Satchidananda Vigraha is Krishna only. So we can also become like Krishna, along with Krishna, not outside. We can be living force along with Krishna. So Krishna is also very much anxious to take us back to him. Therefore he comes. Jada jada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharat tadatmanam srijama. When these rascals forget that unless he goes back to home, goes back to Krishna, he'll never be happy. That is the discrepancy of occupational duty. They have come here, Krishna Bhuliyaji Bhogavansha, he has come here to enjoy. He lorded over the material nature and has become entangled. So Krishna comes, descends to save us, to give us shelter at his lotus feet, so that we may also become immortal like Krishna, full of bliss and full of knowledge. That is called Amrita. So unless we have got our aim, target of life, then what is the value of life? This is Amritattva. Is there any institution, is there an educational institution or university or college where this teaching is given that how you can become immortal? Is there any institution in the world? Throughout the whole world? No. They are simply teaching that you live like animals and die like animals. That's all. You live like cats and dogs and you die like dogs and again become cats and dogs. Punah punah charvita charvanana. Nati vidu sarthakating hi Vishnu durasayaji bahirarthamani. Andha jathandhai rupaniyamana stepi satantra urudami madhya matinna krishne parato sato va mitho vipaddita grihabhratana adanta gobhi visatang tamisram punah punah charvita charvanana. naisang matistavadurukraman green, prisattanartham upagamo jadathya, niskinchananang padarajovisikam mahiyasang na vrinitaja. This is Prahlad Maharaj's instruction. That he was instructing his father, materialist, first class materialist. So, when he inquired that what is your purpose that you have become Krishna conscious? How you have become Krishna conscious? So he answered. He did not ask him. He addressed him as my father. He addressed him Asura Varja, the first class demon. He never addressed him, my dear father. My dear first class demon. This little boy, 5 years old, because he is Krishna conscious, and the father is threatening him always to kill, still he is not afraid. When he says, where from you have got this courage? Prahlad, my dear father, or my dear demon, I have got this courage, where from you have got this courage. But you are forgetting. That is the difference. You have got so much power that you can defeat anyone, even the demigods. You should know that you have got this power from the powerful, but you are not obedient to the powerful. That is demonic. Demons, when they get power, they think that I have got it, I have earned it, it is my thing, who can challenge me? But he forgets that everything can be withdrawn within a second by the powerful. That is demonic. And Vaishnava, devotee means, although he is very, very powerful, he never thinks that I am powerful. He thinks that I am acting simply by the order of the powerful. This is the difference. So, Prahlad Maharaj said, people do not know the aim of life. The aim of life is Amritattva, as good as Krishna, as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, blissful, full of knowledge and eternal. That is the aim of life. But people do not know. Nati vidu sarthagating Vishnu. Vishnu means the Supreme Lord, who is eternal, full of bliss and full of knowledge. So our aim should be how to approach Vishnu. Then we get the same power, same eternity, same blissfulness. Just like a motor car is running at the speed of 60 miles, and if a cyclist somewhere or other catches the motor car, he can also go at the speed of 60 miles. Sometimes boys do that. Similarly, you approach Krishna, you approach Vishnu, you get all the powers because you become under protection. Protection of the Tulsidas has said that in the ocean, the waves of the ocean, if you put one elephant, very powerful, very strong, the elephant will be washed away by the waves. But a small fish, a teeny fish, it is swimming against the waves. They take pleasure, the fish, when the waves are coming this way, the fish go in that way. Now see, you put against the waves an elephant, it will be washed away. Why elephant? Any strong thing you give. Even big ships, it will be washed out. But a small fish, it doesn't care the waves. It goes against the waves. Why? It has taken the shelter. It has taken the shelter of the ocean. Similarly, all power belongs to Krishna. Jatra Yogeshwara Hari. But if anyone takes shelter of Krishna, he becomes as powerful as Krishna. This is the power. But we do not know. We want to become powerful here by so-called science, so-called yoga, kundalini, and what other nonsense they are. They are trying to be immortal, powerful. No, sir, that is not possible. It is not possible. Therefore, people do not know. Nati vidu. They do not know. Sarthakating Vishnu. Our aim should be how to approach Vishnu, how to go back to home, back to God. Nati vidu sarthakating Vishnu durasaya. They are hoping very durasaya, very badly, wrongly, that they want to be happy by adjustment of this material world. This yogic process is also another material gymnastic. We have not heard any yogi has become successful to get immortality. No, that is not possible. Nati vidu sarthagating Vishnu durasayaji bahirarthamani. Those who are trying to adjust this material world by science or yoga without caring for Vishnu, what they are? Andha, they are blind. Andha. And their leaders, they are also blind. Andha datha rupanyamana andhena. One blind man is trying to lead another blind man. So what is wrong there? Stay isha tantra badhya. They are bound up by the laws of nature, hand and legs tight. How they can become free and happy by such endeavor? That is not possible. So simply by taking Krishna consciousness, it will be nice, yes. So how to take Krishna consciousness? So that is also answered by Prahlad Maharaj. Matinna Krishne parato satova mitho vipadita grihampratanam. Krishna consciousness cannot be awakened for a person who wants to stay in this material world and become happy. He cannot become Krishna conscious. Grihampratanam. Griha means home, and Vratanam. Vratanam is one who has taken the house or home or this body as everything. Vrata. Vrata means, just like we are observing today, a Janmashtami Vrata, under vow. We shall fast and austerity. The aim is different from the Grihabrata. Grihabrata's aim is how to decorate the home, how to become happy in this home, in this world, in this material world. That is there. So they cannot become Krishna conscious. One who has become callous of this material happiness, he can become Krishna conscious. Therefore it is said here, Janghina vatante iti. These material things, seasonal changes, so-called happiness, so-called distress, if one is not disturbed, there is no cause of disturbance. This is another foolishness. Why one should be disturbed? Because the so-called happiness or distress, whatever you are destined to receive, you must get it. You try or do not try, it doesn't matter. Whatever portion of happiness you are destined to get, you'll get it. And whatever portion of, because this material life is mixture, you cannot get unadulterated happiness or unadulterated distress. No, that is not. You will get distress and happiness both. Therefore Krishna has explained in the previous verse. Here also, janghina bhathanti iti matras parsastu kontya sitosna sukha dukkha. Here in this material world, there is winter and the counterpart summer also. In the winter we aspire, it would have been warmer, that means you want summer. And again summer you require, you aspire, had it been cooler, you apply cooling machine. So this is our struggle. In the summer we apply cooling machine, and in the winter we apply heating machine. So undisturbed happiness, either in coolness or warmth, you cannot have. This is not possible. Therefore we have to become careless. But the materialist person, they are disturbed. A little winter, little chilliness, immediately bring electric heater, immediately. Or if there is too much hot, bring fan, bring cooler. So they are busy how to adjust these material disturbances. But they do not think that why these material disturbances are disturbing me, I do not want them. That question do not come. They simply struggle how to counteract it. Struggling like fool. But here is the solution. Here is the solution. The solution is that don't be disturbed with this cooling and heating machine. Be pleased in whatever condition Krishna has placed you. Of course, there is no harm if you can put yourself in comfortable. But simply for putting yourself in comfortable situation, don't forget Krishna. That is our aim. Simply for making adjustment of this material condition of life, if you forget Krishna, then you lose everything. That in the Bible also, there is a...
What profit is man if he gains the whole world?
Yes. Repeat it.
What profit is man if he gains the whole world but he loses his eternal soul?
That's it. That should be the aim. That we are eternal. So, we must be again replaced in our eternal life. But if you forget this mission of life and simply become engaged how to become happy in this material world, how to avoid distress and how to get happiness, people are engaged in that way. Simply trying to get happiness and avoid distress and forgetting that he has got a mission of life to realize his self and go back to home, back to God. This is the defect of the modern civilization. So, bahirarthaman, nati vidu sarthagatim, he, matinna krishne parato sato va mitho vipaddita brihabhratana. So their conferences, their United Nations, their scientific advancement, their educational system, philosophy, and so on, everything is meant for how to become happy in this material world. Grihabhratana. The aim is how to become happy here, and that is not possible. These rascals, they cannot understand. If you want to become happy, then you must come to Krishna. Mam upeta kaunteya dukkhalayam asasatam napnivanti. Krishna says, if somebody comes to me, then he does not again get this place which is full of miseries, dukkhalam. This material world is explained by Krishna as dukkhalam. Alam means place and dukkha means distress. Everything is distressful here. But fools being illusioned, covered by the illusory maya, that distress he accepts as happiness. That is maya. It is not at all happiness. A man is working whole day and night, and because he is getting some paper where it is written, we trust in God, take this paper, $100. I cheat you. Is it not? We trust in God. I promise to pay you. Take this paper now. Not even 1 cent worth. It is written there $100. So I think I am very happy. Now I have got these papers. That's all. Cheaters and cheated. This is going on. So we should not be disturbed by the happiness and distress of this material world. That should be our aim. Our aim should be how to execute Krishna consciousness. How to execute. And Ma Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given very simple formula. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama iva kevalam. Kalo nasti vanasti vanasti bhagati annatha. In this age, Kali, you cannot execute any severe austerity or penance. Simply chant Hare Krishna. That also we are not able to do. Let's see. How unfortunate we are. So this is the position of the Kali Yuga. Mandas manda matayo manda bhagya jubadhita. They are very rascals, manda. Manda means very bad. Manda. And sumanda matayo. And if they want to improve something, they will accept some rascal Guruji Maharaj. Mandas manda matayo. And some party which has no bona fide contribution, they will accept it. Oh, it is very nice. So first of all, they are all bad, and if they accept something, that will also be very bad. Why? Unfortunate. Mandas manda matayo, manda bhagya. Manda bhagya means unfortunate. And above that, upadrita, always disturbed by taxes, no rains, no sufficient food, so many things. This is the position of Kali Yuga. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not it is in the Vedic literature, that you cannot do the yoga practice, meditation, or offering big sacrifices, or construct big temples for worshipping the deity. It is very difficult nowadays. Simply chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. And gradually you will realize how to become immortal. Thank you very much.